Welcome to Tales by Terrell, where stories come alive and lessons hide in plain sight. Today, we retell Alice in Wonderland, a journey into madness, mystery, and meaning. So sit back, relax, and step into the unknown. Because nothing in Wonderland is what it seems. It all began on a quiet afternoon. Alice sat under a tree, feeling dreadfully bored. The day was slow, the air was still, and nothing interesting seemed to happen. But then, something did. A white rabbit dashed across the field. But this was no ordinary rabbit. It wore a waistcoat, held a pocket watch, and muttered, "Oh dear, I'm late. I'm terribly late." Alice's eyes widened. A talking rabbit? Wearing clothes? "Wait, where are you going?" she called, jumping up and chasing after it. The rabbit didn't answer. It only disappeared into a large, dark hole beneath a tree. Without thinking, Alice followed. And then she fell. Down, 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 through darkness, past floating bookshelves, spinning clocks, and strange whispers. And when she finally landed, she wasn't home anymore. Alice stood up and looked around. Everything was wrong. The sky was too blue, the grass too green, flowers had faces, and they were watching her. "Where am I?" Alice whispered. "Wonderland," a voice answered from above. She looked up and saw a grinning cat on a tree branch. "Who are you?" Alice asked. "The Cheshire Cat," it replied, "and you, my dear, have just entered madness." "I'm looking for the White Rabbit," Alice said nervously. "Oh," the cat smirked, "but why? He's not what you think." "What do you mean?" Alice asked. "In Wonderland," the cat chuckled, "nothing is ever what it seems." And then the cat disappeared, leaving only its grin behind. Determined to find the rabbit, Alice kept walking until she stumbled upon a long, messy table. Sitting there were the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and a sleepy dormouse. They were laughing, arguing, and pouring tea all over the table. "No room! No room!" the Hatter shouted when he saw Alice. "But there's plenty of room," Alice said, confused. "Not in our heads," the Hatter grinned. "We're all quite mad here." "Why is everyone so strange?" Alice asked. "Strange?" the Hatter laughed. "You followed a rabbit into a hole. Isn't that strange?" Alice paused. Why did she follow the rabbit? "Wonderland doesn't call anyone unless they need to be here," the Hatter said, his voice darkening. "And you, my dear, are here for a reason." Alice hurried away, her heart uneasy. She soon entered a beautiful garden, filled with roses, except the gardeners were painting them red. "Why are you painting the roses?" Alice asked. "The Queen wants them red," one gardener said nervously, "or she'll have our heads." And then the Queen of Hearts arrived. "Off with their heads!" she screamed at her trembling servants. Alice froze. The Queen's face was cold, cruel, and unkind. "Who is this?" the Queen demanded. "I'm Alice," she answered softly. "Then play croquet with me," the Queen ordered, grabbing a flamingo as a mallet. The game was pure madness. Hedgehogs were used as balls, and the Queen changed the rules whenever she pleased. "This is unfair," Alice protested. "Unfair?" the Queen laughed coldly. "In Wonderland, power makes the rules." Alice's heart pounded. She had to get out of here. Alice turned and ran. The Queen's guards chased after her, shouting, "Off with her head!" "Help me!" Alice cried, her breath racing. "You don't need help," the Cheshire Cat's voice whispered. "You need to wake up." "Wake up?" Alice gasped. "Yes," the cat chuckled. "Wonderland only traps you if you let it. You have the power to leave." The Queen was closing in. Alice squeezed her eyes shut and screamed, "I want to go home." And then silence. When she opened her eyes, she was back beneath the tree. The sun was shining, the rabbit was gone, and Wonderland was no more. But was it really just a dream? Or did Wonderland show Alice something we often ignore? You see, Wonderland is not a place. It's a reflection of our world, where rules seem unfair, people act strangely, and madness surrounds us. And like Alice, we often feel lost, confused, helpless. But just like her, we always have the power to leave, to break free, to stay sane. All we have to do is remember who we are. Because Wonderland is only real if you believe in it. Tell me, have you ever felt trapped in your own Wonderland, surrounded by chaos, confusion, and people who made no sense? How did you find your way out? Or are you still searching? Share your thoughts in the comments, and remember, no matter how mad the world gets, you have the power to stay sane. This is Tales by Tyrell. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and never stop seeking the truth.